We have seen what used to be the media, Stugotz, collapse under the weight of an assortment of things. Among them, the fact that barely 30% of people now get their news from traditional news sources, or what used to be the news sources. So you're talking about numbers in the 60s and 70s of people who are just getting in their information where they want to, how they want to, and it's why many of us are in echo chambers. But I don't know the reason today that Billy Gil is proclaiming that journalism is dead today. I think we could have said at any point in the last several years that it was dead. Why today is it dead, Billy?
Because Sports Illustrated wrote an article about the take that Aaron Rodgers is faking his injury.
Was it Sports Illustrated or was it the team sites that Sports Illustrated purchased that they branded as Sports Illustrated?
Those are the same thing now, Jessica.
They are, yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
Sports Illustrated is reporting it through Awful Announcing, through the aggregation of things. He said the take as if it wasn't his take. I was jealous of the take when he had it.
Why?
Yeah, so was I.
I am here to say right now, publicly.
Well, Dan, congrats. The internet has made it your take.
Okay, well, then I'm going to double down on what isn't my take.
Double down.
Aaron
Really?
Rodgers, I think your doctors are fake. Debate me. I want to debate you on, I believe your doctors are giving misinformation about how injured you actually were. And I believe this is all a storyline plot meant for you, as the coach of the Jets pleads the fifth when asked about Zach Wilson.
So weird. Trevor Siemian.
Yes, he pled the fifth.
Right.
He has gone from, I think last week, didn't he say unwavering faith I have in my offense?
Yes.
To pleading the fifth.
Right. When asked about why have you never considered Trevor Siemian? I mean, you signed the veteran quarterback. We're all sitting here. I said it yesterday. We need a veteran quarterback. He has one on the roster, and yet he pleads the fifth.
The correct answer is because he's Trevor Siemian.
Well,
Why haven't you tried Trevor Siemian? Because he's Trevor Siemian.
What's the response to the Zach Wilson stuff then?
Pleading the fifth is great, though. You just got quoted as saying you have unwavering faith in your offense. And you go from that a week later to stammering, and then making a criminal pledge to not incriminate yourself.
Circling back to why Billy thought journalism was dead, when you saw that get aggregated, how do you react to that?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I was like, geez, why is this happening now?
Even though you started the fire.
Yeah. I sometimes say things and I forget people can hear them.
Right.
And then it really makes me think twice before speaking, which isn't great for us.
Was the Kelsey creep thing one of those things?
No, I stand by that.
Jessica now respects it
For
more.
now, until that gets picked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Jessica's looked it up, and it's regular Sports Illustrated. It's not diluted
Wow.
aggregate. We're selling you vitamins and timeshare Sports Illustrated.
that's
No,
odd.
it's probably like we have to fill a writing quota because our bosses are making us just pump out articles every week because now that's the nature of our business, Sports Illustrated.
I think
Just a guess. I don't know.
I think the worst one that I saw was someone did like a screenshot of their like iPhone home screen, like when the news stories come up, and this was one of the stories that came up for them under sports trending was Dan Le Batard Show alleges Aaron Rodgers faked injury or whatever it was that the headline was. I was like, oh boy, this has gone too far.
Is it just clickbait? Like, I didn't click on the article.
Yes.
In the article, does
course
it
it
say that this was sarcasm? Like, are they at least?
No.
I would
No.
think that the headline would say Dan Le Batard says this, and then in the article they'd be like, it was tongue in cheek.
You have to, Chris, I think you have to go down to the final paragraph to realize Dan wasn't the one that said it.
And the video's in it too. You just have to click the video.
The lead is there are hot takes and there are absurd takes. Billy Gil of the Dan Le Batard Show floated
Nice.
a wild conspiracy theory Tuesday
Yes.
that Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers never actually suffered a torn Achilles against
So
the
that's the
Bills.
SI version?
Yes.
Yeah, the awful announcing. Billy's name is buried.
I feel like it's not for that writer to say what is an absurd take and what's not.
You report, they decide.
Unfair
Exactly.
editorializing?
Yes, exactly right.
An editor should have checked him. I agree.
You are the Duke, internationally rated as the fourth or fifth. I don't know when the ratings are. They're about to come out again, aren't they? Because I don't know if you're climbing in these. These usually come out about January.
Well, he's making his move right now.
You
I
are-
didn't intend to. I was just saying something.
Well, one of the things that this show weirdly is something. There are two things that I enjoy in this realm about the show. I do agree with Billy. Billy often says things into a microphone that he's not expecting anyone to hear. I believe.
Well, because I often do say things into microphones that nobody hears, so I feel like I can get away with anything.
Right, but occasionally you cannot, and I can't get away with anything you guys say.
It all
because
sticks to you.
It all
Yeah.
ends up sticking to me. Warren Sapp still wants to kill me because Stugotz won't stop talking about his halitosis.
You said it, not me.
I never did say it. But the other thing I enjoy is that very often we behave as a show that's not being physically watched, that is not televised. I don't know. And I think it's just by virtue of working in that janitor's closet at the Clevelander for so long. Clearly, that would not be a television place. Why would there be cameras there? It was weird. But yes, Billy, I don't understand this particular affliction that you have, that you really do think. You are surprised that there are ever consequences to you saying things.
Correct.
It's the lesson I was trying to teach you with the billboards and the stupid face. With the
You're
Bills
trying to
last
teach
year.
me a lesson is
That's
what was
right.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
That's correct.
I
failed.
wasn't wrong about that.
I failed. Which part? You've
You
denied
didn't
it.
learn.
Which part are you not wrong about? That he has a stupid face? You've since denied it, and you backtracked from the Bills Mafia scared, and you ran into the shadows scared. What do you mean you still think he has a stupid face?
I don't remember saying that. It's good for everyone if I don't have a filter, right?
Yes.
I think it's good.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I should.
No?
No,
No,
you
I
should
should.
not.
I
no,
should, yeah.
no.
I mean, there are times where things spark, and I know you, and you do feel bad about it sometimes.
Oh,
when
I
it's-
felt terrible about Lewis Brinson.
Yeah, but that one was one of the few times that you said something and it stuck to you. But I do think that you feel bad sometimes when Dan gets dragged through the mud because of something.
I don't
that you said.
believe that
I
he
don't
feels
feel bad
about
about
that
that.
at all. I don't think at all.
Mike, that's
Why would
crazy.
I was offering him an off ramp. No,
No.
We're gonna finally get to some video here.
Wait, I have a question. How far do you think this goes? This dies today, right? There's no chance this goes
Well,
further.
Dan just said he has no doctors.
double down.
Double down. I didn't say he doesn't have doctors. I
says they're
believe
fake.
the
If we would've-
doctors are fake, and I'd like to debate him about his injury.
If we would have planned this
Not
better
happening.
or thought this through in any way, because this wasn't planned, obviously, it was just like said at the spur of the moment. If this would have happened on Monday, it would have been better with the chance that Aaron gets asked the question when he's on McAfee the following day. Because, like, here's the thing, right? Aaron likes conspiracies. So, like, this seems like something that would be right up his alley.
It's why it's funny.
in reading it, it makes it seem like a much funnier bit than it was on the air because it makes it it's like four-dimensional comedy. Because why don't you call out the known conspiracy theorist for his injury that is now becoming a conspiracy theory? That's not really what we were doing, but in print it kind of looks that way.
If only it was that deep.
The birthplace of much conspiracy is I haven't seen that before. I can't explain it. He's going to come back from this injury faster than anyone comes back from this injury.
Alleged injury.
While being the,
Couple of fortnights.
There's
he did say that. How
long is a fortnight?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Really?
I put it on the poll, please.
4 weeks away.
At Le Batard Show, did you learn a fortnight was 2 weeks when Aaron Rodgers referred to his injury status? But in fortnights, how him is that, though? Really? You can't just say 2 weeks? You 4 score? Like, what could he have gone there worse than fortnights for people to be like, come on, just give me a timetable that I can find on a calendar. Like, we're not counting in. When did we stop counting in fortnights? What is the
I think
origin?
the Brits still do it.
No.
Really?
They still do a lot of weird stuff, though.
Huh.
Monarchy and all.
I'm surprised they didn't say the CDC recommended 10 days.
Stugotz, I don't think that we have done enough today getting an hour and a half into our show with what I believe should be echoing national news that finally settles a sports argument that we've been having for more than a decade. More than a decade. Ryan Tannehill is no longer a starting quarterback in the NFL. We've been arguing about this for 11 years. Can your team win with Ryan Tannehill? The discussion is now over.
Debate over.
It is.
The answer is no.
It is now finished. The answer is no. You cannot win a championship with Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback unless there's a Josh Dobbs situation in the future where a team that's a piece away, he can come running in as the backup quarterback. He added 4 years to that argument just by getting Derrick Henry.
Correct, yes. He'd be a valued backup, though, right? Like, I feel like Tannehill will get another shot. I do, at some point.
Ryan Tannehill has had a very nice career. He was drafted, 12th? 8th? That's still, okay, but that's still pretty good. That's a great career, and
yes.
I think what Dan's doing is a little facetious in that, he linked up with Derrick Henry. Do you remember the dire straits that the Titans were in before they turned to Tannehill? He made that team 3/4 away from a Super Bowl.
But he was a backup then. He could not get into the starters. Mariota was the starter there. He was not. The league had a shot at Ryan Tannehill. After 7 years of us arguing in Miami, can that be your starting quarterback? The league said no. His career was over as a starter. And then it wasn't. And then he linked up with Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown, and then he got an extension. But now Will Levis is the starting quarterback in Tennessee.
The injury timing on Ryan Tannehill kind of boned him a little bit, because if he got hurt a couple weeks earlier, I think he'd be on one of these contending teams. And Stugotz could be asking aloud, can Ryan Tannehill take the Jets to the promised land?
It's a fair question to ask. Is Ryan Tannehill a Hall of Famer?
It is not.
I mean, look at the numbers, Dan. They're better than Aikman's.
I mean, you drop in Ryan Tannehill into previous eras, and he does come away smelling like roses.
That is not a fair question to ask.
What do you mean?
He was a good player, but I'm sad that we finally put this debate to rest.
He was an average player.
His Hall of Fame monitor number on Pro Football Reference is 38.13. Average Hall of Fame QB is 103.58.
He threw for 35,000 yards.
Oh, it's gone up.
He has over 200 touchdown passes for his career. I guarantee you those numbers are better than Aikman's.
If he gets a ring,
what is the argument that you're
he's not a
He's
Hall
better
of
than
Fame.
Aikman.
A lot of people were better than Aikman.
Let's hear him call a game.
Ryan Tannehill was an above-average quarterback, was he not?
On the balance of his career,
an above-average.
I'd say average is.
I would say the most average ever.
We found the Miami Dolphins. Yes.
What's up, baby? Dolphins going on the God. Wait, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the kids are in Frankfurt, Germany.
Stay tuned.
Salute them without, hey, release some predictions for tomorrow. Who you got? What you predict?
Chiefs, man, of course.
No, everybody going for the Chiefs. I'm going for the underdog. Give me Miami.
53-6 Dolphins.
I can't believe, is this a real Jets fan? You guys are Jets fans? You choose to be a Jets fan.
21-14 for the Chiefs.
Oh, hey.
31-21 Fins.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. Yeah. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. Yes, sir.
Do you think Taylor Swift is going to be there tomorrow?
My girlfriend hopes so, but I'm more like I'm here to watch football and not for a pop show.
So we pulled some strings. We got in the back door. Let's get in here. Let's check out this Dolphins watch party. Fins up, baby!
Miami Dolphins! Miami Dolphins!
Miami's got the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
Miami Dolphins.
Yes, yes, yes!
Can I get one? Not Tyreek. Not Tyreek. Media member? Ready to party.
We're looking for Taylor Swift. We're looking for her.
Here. This guy's ready to go right here, baby. Let's go. Fins up. No, this guy gets it.
Hey, Chiefs. Kingdom, Chiefs Kingdom. Frankfurt.
All right, we're kicking off second half action here. Dolphins are down 21-0. I might be a jinx, but I think we got this. 21-0. I don't know. Dude, we don't have this. I'm in.
Frankfurt, we came, we saw, we conquered. We get random folks talking to what?
I need the Brezelstand.
The Dolphins lost.
Give a damn about no pencil schnozzing.
I need the Brezel, please.
I ain't got no goddamn pretzel. This motherfucker want a pretzel. Do I look like the goddamn pretzel man? Do I look like the pretzel man?
We did not pay.
Hey, look, Germany. Look, I love Germany.
Right there.
Don't get your ass beat on camera.
Dan Le Batard, I love the man.
Thank you, brother.
Chiefs. America's team. Germany's team. Woo!
Damn, the Chiefs is Germany's team. Ain't that a... Either way we go, brother.
And I can't get a win when I travel. I can't get a win.
Come on,
These
tell
guys.
him, brother.
I mean, how?
Ah, look at my dog. Look at my dog. Come on over here, brother.
What's all the way from Miami, we almost had it. One misplay. One misplay.
Two, if you count that throw. He had Cedric Wilson wide open.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But that's all right.
Get me back, Dan. Bring me back. Please, I'm done with here.
3 minutes of we almost had it. We flew to Germany to drink beer and lose and watch a couple of touchdowns.
Only cost $80,000. I mean,
Is that all? In beer? In just the beer that Chris
he
drank?
looked sober there. I got to be honest. He did. No.
How was that trip home?
The trip home was, I knew I was safe when Jeff Darlington was on it. You ever do that thing when you have like a celebrity on your flight?
Yeah.
You're like, we're good here.
I've never understood that because if you have a celebrity on your flight and like, God forbid something terrible does happen, wouldn't that be just the worst? Because no one's going to talk about Chris Cody. They're
Right,
gonna
Mike's
talk about
done this.
Jeff
He wants to be the
Darlington.
headliner.
No,
if
but
his
you
flight
say to
goes down.
yourself, hey, my plane's not going down
Tons
because
of famous
Jalen Ramsey's
people-
on it.
Tons of famous people have died. Newt Rockney, plane crash.
Aaliyah.
Yeah. Who else died on those planes? Yeah, you don't know. It's a bad place to be. I was on a transatlantic flight with Eric Trump. I was like, damn it, I'm not the headliner here.
But I do have a thought on airline, the meals they do on these international flights. Don't need them.
No.
I think it should be just, hey, you're going to be on a flight for 10 hours. Go to the airport foods before. Bring some food. You're on your, yes, they can give us snacks, give us a little candy bar here or there. Drinks is fine. But these sad hot trays that I rip off, and it's just this ravioli that's been sitting there for 7 years. And it's just, I take one bite, and then I'm like, no thanks. Get it away from me.
They start cooking it. You think the plane's on fire?
Yes.
I mean, every time.
It's the breakfast on the overnight flights that really grosses me out because those eggs have just been sitting in the back of the plane for the entire flight and probably hours before you took off. They're just sitting there festering in their little foil packs.
And all these sad side items. The stiff piece of bread.
The roll.
The saddest fruit cup you've ever seen.
There's no opposing viewpoint on this unless you come from famine, correct?
The ice cream
unless you
slaps.
come from profound poverty, everyone agrees. Like there's no disagreement here unless someone is legitimately starving. That nobody says any of this food is good.
People crush it though. I felt like I was the only one. Like the two people next to me empty their thing completely. Every single thing is gone. I'm just sitting there. I feel like I'm like, look at me. I eat, but this is I'm good. I'm good on this.
It's the wedding food and the airplane food. It's the same thing. It's like you eat it because you're hungry and you have to, but no one really enjoys it.
Well, because I feel like I paid for it, so I'm gonna eat it all.
I passed on the eggs. I saw that there was like what she's talking about, like in the morning one. After it's like 9 hours into your flight,
Not
right before
worth
you
it.
land.
Yeah.
Everyone's farting.
No, did I fart on that plane? Man?
You know when you put in like your known traveler number, your TSA stuff, it should also have just a checkbox. Do you want the Biscoff cookie? Because no, I never want the
Those
cookie.
cookies are awesome.
I love that cookie.
Driest goddamn
Really
thing
dry.
I've ever
Mike's
had.
right on
That's
that.
a hot
like it.
take.
Yeah.
That's a really hot
Don't
take.
don't offer it to me. Just going right in the trash.
Airplane-
Trash. Why don't you give it to the person next to you?
That's what I think.
We got to
of
make a
people.
show of it. That's not like they don't get the point if they just give it to the next person. You got to throw it in the trash.
It goes in the seat back and it stays there for like a year.
That is your trash.
That's my trash.
That
Yes,
is my trash,
exactly.
right?
That is the trash.
I can leave it there when I get off, or do I need to clean it up?
And it's like the
You
place
need
that
to
I hold
clean
my
it up.
phone.
You should clean it up.
I hold my phone there
Oh,
for 15
Stugotz.
seconds when I decide
That one
that's
last
too much
walk
phone.
through. I mean,
and then you pick it back
And then I
up.
pick it right back up.
If I find an unopened cookie in my seat back, whew, I want a prize. I'm eating that thing.
What?
It's unopened. It's in the foil.
right.
It's not edible.
But someone was
Juju,
sitting on it.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Nobody was sitting on the cookie, Stugotz. It's on the back of the chair. No one is eating a cookie that has been sat on for an airplane flight when Chris Cody and Jessica are telling you here they're airplane farters. The both of them are just giving it up. They're like, everybody, what do you mean, Jessica? Don't deny it now.
I didn't say I was farting on the airplane. I just said everyone's farting, and maybe I'm also there.
You have to sink into the cushion, right? I mean, you really
put
have
it
to
on the
sink.
poll.
If you sink too much, there can be a little vibration. You almost
Stugotz,
want a little
not
space.
interested in doing this show with you again. You've done it 7 times. It's one of your only observations from traveling.
I didn't bring it up.
I sit like I'm in stirrups on the flight. I put my feet on the chairs in front of me with my legs like this on each armrest in front of me, and I just sit there. Not while I'm farting, just in
Hey, what is
in
that?
general.
Your feet are on the armrest of the person in front of you?
My heels are on the back of the armrest in front of me, and I sit like this in the exit row, and I just let it all hang out.
Oh, no. You shouldn't be allowed on planes.
And that's when I'm not laying flat on my stomach on a chair, sitting upright.
Juju, put it on the poll,
backwards.
please, at Le Batard Show. Airplane cookie, yes or no? I can't believe that Jessica sits that way like a gynecologist appointment.
I sit that way everywhere, to be fair. Always ready for a pap smear.
I don't want to shame this person, but I do want to both celebrate and examine something that I saw on the Philadelphia Eagles sideline over the weekend, Stugotz. I am not actually sure of the context before this, why it is that someone on the Eagles sideline during the game against the Cowboys is wrestling with somebody over something, then falls down, and upon getting up, this man is revealed to have around the ass crack a red G-string that Lucy is making a face at right now that suggests disgust. Jessica is now telling me, she's mouthing at me, that is not a G-string.
That is not a
Please,
G-string.
I don't know, but the angle's making it look like that dude is enjoying the hell out of slapping that guy's ass.
That guy looks naked.
The red underwear that is not a G-string, but is also not boxers. Like, how do I refer? Jessica, help me with the terminology here, because I don't know if it's not in the G-string family. I don't know what kind of underwear this person is being revealed to have on, and I do not want to kink shame this person, but I would also not be comfortable wearing those underwear. I'm not comfortable enough in just being a human being to put that on as undergarment.
They're actually very comfortable, but that is not a G-string, Dan. There's way too much fabric there. Unless he's wearing it backwards, in which case
It doesn't
the
even
tag would probably be bothered.
It doesn't even look like a thong to me.
Well, so the white that you see that you think is skin is actually the brand
Go
printed
full with it.
on the
go full
on the strap there. That's PSD underwear.
Go full with that.
And you say
guys.
you never wear them, but I'm thinking maybe if PSD sends some underwear here, maybe we can all try them on and then talk about how
looks
comfortable they
comfy.
are. You know,
There we go. Now we can really dive into this thing.
Feldman.
Yeah, that's not skin on the end. I think that this is just normal underwear. It
Right.
looked like a thong in
Just
real
briefs,
time.
yeah.
That's no fun.
Do you own red underwear? Are you the owner of someone who is comfortable in underwear that are red? Chris Cody, because that would be aggressively red. Those are maroon. Yes.
Those are low too.
Those are in the realm, but those aren't, forgive me, because I don't think these are underwear like those. You're just wearing boxers. These are sexy underwear, right? Correct?
How could we
They are
know
very
that?
sexy, I agree.
We can't see his ass.
Oh, I meant the naked guy slapping his butt. He looks like he's naked. The salute to service hoodies are skin tone.
Now we can see it in movement. I like this.
Upon further review, PSD does make thongs, so that is the brand. Maybe it's a thong.
This is no thong for me, if I had to bet.
Nong.
Let's go around the room. What's everyone think?
Jessica, you're saying that's a thong? That's not a thong.
No thong.
No thong.
What is it?
Maybe a boy short.
I don't know how to describe these underwear. These underwear are not, it's not a G-string, it's not a thong, it's not.
I think they're briefs, just colored. That's it. Like
I
normal.
think the internet got us.
They just have a thick, band across the top with lettering on it.
I think those are snug. Those are snug.
What do your
How could
underwear
we
look
know
like?
that?
Yeah.
We only see like the
Show
top
us.
of his back.
Yeah.
I just wear boxers. Like, show us.
Boxers are super uncomfortable. Not a fan of boxers.
Hate
What do you
'em.
mean they're
I need
uncomfortable?
briefs
What
are
if
the
you're
play.
sitting like
Boxer
this?
briefs, that's the play.